Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Dana from Radiantly Thrive, your Reiki Master. The title of this video is Food is Energy Part 2. Anything not growing is dead. If you came directly over here from Food is Energy Part 1, then you will notice that we've had a little change in scenery. We were just outside in the raw nature a while ago, but it has began raining, so now we're on my covered porch, which is still a very good vibe out here, you guys. You can still hear the birds chirping. The rain has not stopped them from doing their thing, and you may be able to hear the raindrops. So we're going to invite in this nature energy, let it bring you peace as you enjoy, and let's expand our perspectives just a little bit, okay? So, in part one of Food is Energy, we touched basis on the energy around our preparation of our food and what we're doing when we're consuming our food. So, now we're going to go a little bit deeper in and look at it in a more thorough aspect, okay? As it states in the title, anything not growing is dead. That's going to be something to really keep in the forefront of your mental here, okay? So first and foremost, food has a vibration, okay? Etymology, but etymology is the study of words. So if you look up the etymology of vibration, it means shaking or to set in a tremulous motion, okay? So when you think of that, think of like sound, how sound has a vibration. You have low pitches, you have high pitches. So food has its very own vibration. So we're going to discuss the vibration of meat versus the vibration of plants. So if you think about meat, what are you putting into your body when you consume meat? You are putting dead flesh into your body, a dead animal into your body. So the energy of death has its own vibration already, and that is what you're feeding into your body. That's what you're telling your body. That's what you're programming your body, okay? If you think of your body as the temple that it is, which is something you want to nourish, you want to grow, and you want it to thrive, you ask yourself, is putting something dead really going to help it thrive? If you think of your body as like a plant, would you put, some people might put dead and decaying things into their plants. That's a whole nother, that's a bad analogy, okay? We're just gonna stick to the basics. Your body's a living, growing thing. Do you want to put something dead and still expect your body to grow and thrive in a healthy way that you may want it to? Then once you not think, when you not only think of the vibration of meat that it has with being dead, think about how the meat was brought to you. So before your meat is wrapped into its nice package and put into the grocery store or the market for you to purchase, how did it get there? How was the animal that was slaughtered kept? Was it kept in a free range environment? Was it kept in a plant, a processing plant? Was it kept for slaughter? Was the conditions it was kept in hygienic? If you've done any bit of traveling, if you've seen the trucks that carry the chickens to the plants to be slaughtered so they can be packaged and sold to you guys, you notice that the chickens are they're like this beside each other. You know, there's poop all on the and feces all on the crates that they're kept in. It's not a really good vibration. Then you think about, you know, their necks are wrung or they're chopped while they're still alive, and that vibration is already essentially trapped into your meat before it's even packaged and brought to you. If you think about if you've watched any documentaries and you've seen how meat is done inside of the processing plant, sometimes there's meat that have cysts and boils, and they'll pop it and you'll see the pus oozing and coming out, and they'll push it on down the line. It gets rinsed off, it does, but then it still gets packaged and brought to you. And not knowing if the next package of meat that you picked up is going to be something that had a poor cyst on it before it got to you. To me, that's like something nagging that I don't want in the back of my brain. But think about those vibrations that are going into this meat, and that's all before you even bring it home and decide to do your thing with it and put it into your body. That's just bringing an awareness to that and the vibration that meat holds. So not only is it something dead that you are putting inside of your living body that you want to thrive, think about the manner in which it was slaughtered before it's brought to you for purchase. Okay. Then you think of the vibration of plants, of fruits and vegetables. Those are living things. You take living things and you put them inside this living thing, and essentially you're going to provide better things for your body, things for it to grow and for your body to thrive in a better way. It's just a completely different vibration and energy that comes with that. So the vibration of meat versus the vibration of plants. And you have to think about what you want to put in your body. What are you telling your body? And essentially, what are you programming your body with? Because that's what you're doing. You're programming your body for how you want it to grow and thrive here while you're having this earthly experience. That brings me to the second subtopic of this video as why I am vegan. I have personally chose the vibration of putting living, growing things in my body, especially things that come from the earth and from the trees, such as, plants, fruits that come off the trees and plants that come from the earth. To me, that is a very beautiful vibration. It's a vibration that I know is going to give to me what I want it to give me. It's going to provide my temple with really good things. A question that I do get a lot being vegan is, how do you get protein? So I just, out of the gate, I want to lay that question to rest. There are plant proteins. I think that's mind-blowing for some people. Yes, you can get proteins from plants. Personally, the plant proteins that I consume, I do eat chickpeas, which is a bean, edamame, regular beans, pinto beans. I eat black eyed peas. I'm not really sure of the protein content in black eyed peas, but there's options for plant proteins. And just like they make protein powders for muscle builders, there's also plant protein powders. There's also plant-based and vegan protein bars. There's plant-based and vegan, soy-free and dairy-free protein drinks that you can buy. So when your body needs proteins, there are other ways of getting protein outside of eating meat. Personally, when I think of the benefits of eating meat, like what benefit can you have from actually eating meat? When it comes to how it tastes, outside of how it tastes, I can't think of any other benefits that I'm unable to get from plants. I'm not, even though I've been vegan quite a while, I say going on 4 years, but I did teeter between pescatarian and vegan, in which pescatarian is where you eat your seafoods of choice. So before I went strictly vegan, I did teeter with pescatarian. But essentially, I've not eaten beef products in about 14 years. I've not eaten pork products in almost 12 years. And then, as I stated, I've been between pescatarian and vegan for the past 4 years, and I've just stuck with vegan. That's where my body has felt the happiest. It has felt the healthiest. And that's what personally works for me. So, the intent of this video is not to sway anyone. It is to just bring some awareness to the vibrations of what you're putting into your body. And then, as I stated, me sharing my personal experience with veganism. What I have personally noticed, and it was not an easy journey giving up meat, especially if you've been a carnivorous person your whole entire life, which many people have. So I'm not going to say it was an easy transition, but what I have noticed is that my body is healthier. I am happier. I feel like as I transitioned from being a meat eater or a carnivorous person to being a vegan person, the things that my body went through as it cleansed from the inside was, not only did it rid me of having to take some medications, it also brought some things to the forefront that were trapped in my body, for lack of a better term. So things that were programmed or maybe happened from childhood, or that I experienced through life, that I needed to rid myself of, as I created a healthy environment inside of my body. Those things were brought from my subconscious to my conscious mind, so I was able to process them and deal with them and choose what things I wanted to eliminate from my life. So being vegan, yes, while it's a food journey, it also tied into my overall health and well-being of my body. So it's been very, very impactful. I would challenge anybody just to even go on a fast. Go on a small fast, and of course do your own research before you ever do any sort of fasting, and speak with your physician if that's something you feel more comfortable doing. And then try going without meat for a little bit. Yes, there's some, you get some grumpiness and you get some side effects, especially when you're first transitioning over. But if you can just do a week of not eating meat, notice your behavior out after you get rid of the grumpiness, get done with that. Notice how you feel. Notice your energy levels. Notice the calmness that you'll experience. Notice how much happier your body tends to be when you feed it fruits and vegetables and things of that nature. It's a completely different feeling. It deals with, like I said, the vibration of what you're putting into your body. It comes out in more pleasant ways, in my personal opinion. So for me, why I am vegan, it had to do with the vibrations of what I was putting into my body, and the vibrations of what I wanted to experience in my life. Yes. Let me see if there's any other questions I can think of as far as being vegan that I get asked quite often. I think a myth that some people need to lay to rest is that being vegan is boring because there's only so many ways you can prepare fruits and vegetables. And let me tell you, there have been so many more ways that I've learned how to eat vegetables, so many ways I've learned how to prepare vegetables. So many dishes you can make, and you can make hearty foods with dishes also, just like, so especially when you want your comfort foods, you can make vegetables and they be hearty and they be filling. You can definitely get full off of vegetables. Yes, it does take more to get full off of vegetables. That is nothing to hide. But essentially, when you get full off of vegetables, or even if you happen to overeat off of vegetables, you feel completely different than if you've overeaten off of meat and carbs and breads. It's a completely different feeling. And I think sometimes people feel guilty if they eat too much when it's of the bad things. But when you eat too much fruits and vegetables, it's like you don't get that same guilty feeling. It's not a feeling of guilt. Of course, you want to be mindful. You don't ever want to be gluttonous, in my opinion. But it's not like, oh my gosh, I have to go work extra hard at the gym tomorrow, or oh my gosh, now for the next week I have to be more mindful of what I eat. It's fruits and vegetables, so it's really, it's not that bad. But I'll tell anybody, when you are eating fruits and vegetables, season your fruits and vegetables just like you would season your meat. That's how you make your vegetables taste good for you. Just like you would season your chicken, just like you would season your pork chops, all the seasonings you would put on there. Try putting those same seasonings on some vegetables and then eat them. I promise you, it tastes really, really good. So give it a try. I would challenge anybody, just for a week, try eating vegetables and let me know how that goes for you. Please share your experiences in the comment box. I'd be thrilled to hear if there's anything that you actually enjoyed or took away from it, or maybe you don't even enjoy it at all. It's your journey. It's your journey, and you make of it what you will. But I will challenge all of you guys to go a week with just eating fruits and vegetables and notice any observations that you have. If there's any other questions, please include those in the comment box. I will answer anything as I can and to the best of my knowledge. A documentary that I will suggest for you guys is What the Health on Netflix. I believe when I first started my food journey, that was the very first documentary that I watched, and it really it opened up my perspective, not only on the things I was putting in my body. It also touches on the FDA and the physicians and the cancer societies and the diabetes societies, and how they all kind of tie hand in hand, and the things they promote and the things that they tell us and the medications that they prescribe to us. So I would suggest that documentary. When I first watched it, it was on Netflix. I'm not quite sure if it's still on there. I'll try to find out, and if it is, I will definitely put that in the link in the description box. But thank you for watching, and welcome to your journey of being more mindful and aware of the energy that you're putting in your body through your food. Peace and blessings, you guys.